Hi, I'm Manu Vasudevan from the AWS By Doing team. Welcome to this educational video series, AWS By Doing, wherein you can learn AWS Cloud Computing by following along with an AWS Certified Solutions Architect. We acknowledge and thank the official AWS documentation material which we have used to produce this educational video. Although we will try to keep all resources consumed eligible for the free tier, ensuring that you are not charged or minimizing your charges is your responsibility. To minimize charges, remember to delete all created chargeable resources after each session. This time, we will walk you through a hands-on lab on launch and configure a WordPress instance in Amazon Lightsail, connect to it via SSH within the Lightsail console, sign into your WordPress website, create a static IP and attach it to the instance, create and attach an additional disk to the instance, create a snapshot of the instance, and delete all created resources. Estimated cost for doing this hands-on? No charge, as a Lightsail instance is free tier eligible. Prerequisite AWS skill level? Beginner with general understanding of Amazon EC2 concepts. To set up a free tier eligible AWS account and a user with sufficient permissions, check out our video on Create Admin User. To begin, fire up a browser, preferably Google Chrome, and head to aws.amazon.com. Sign into the AWS Management Console as a user with administrator credentials. Sign into the Lightsail console. On the Instances tab of the Lightsail homepage, choose Create Instance. Choose the AWS region and availability zone for your instance. Choose your instance image. Choose Linux Unix as the platform, and choose WordPress as the blueprint. Choose an instance plan. A plan includes a low predictable cost machine configuration, RAM, SSD, vCPU, and data transfer allowance. You can try the $3.50 USD Lightsail plan without charge for 1 month or up to 750 hours. AWS credits 1 free month to your account. Enter a name for your instance. Under the following guidelines: must be unique within each AWS region in your Lightsail account, must contain 2 to 255 characters, must start and end with an alphanumeric character or number, and can include alphanumeric characters, numbers, periods, dashes, and underscores. Click Create Instance. Your WordPress instance is now created. Connect to your instance via SSH and get the password for your WordPress website. The default password to sign in to the administration dashboard of your WordPress website is stored on the instance. Complete the following steps to connect to your instance using the browser-based SSH client in the Lightsail console and get the password for the administration dashboard. On the Instances tab of the Lightsail homepage, choose the SSH Quick Connect icon for your WordPress instance. After the browser-based SSH client window opens, enter the following command to retrieve the default application password. In the administration dashboard, you can change your user password, install plugins, change the name of your website, and more. You can even change the theme of your website. Complete the following steps to sign in to the administration dashboard of your WordPress website. In a browser, go to the following link. In the address, replace public IP address with the public IP address of your WordPress instance. You can get your instance's public IP address from the Lightsail console. Log into your instance. In the username or email address box, enter user. In the password box, enter the default password obtained earlier in this tutorial. Choose Login. You are now signed in to the administration dashboard of your WordPress website, where you can perform administrative actions. For more information about administering your WordPress website, see the WordPress Codex in the WordPress documentation. Follow these steps to create a new static IP address and attach it to an instance in Lightsail. Sign into the Lightsail console. On the Lightsail homepage, choose Networking. Choose Create Static IP. Select the AWS region where you want to create your static IP. Static IP addresses can only be attached to instances in the same region. Choose the Lightsail resource to which you want to attach the static IP. Enter a name for your static IP under the following guidelines. Must be unique within each AWS region in your Lightsail account. Must contain 2 to 255 characters. Must start and end with an alphanumeric character or number, and can include alphanumeric characters, numbers, periods, dashes, and underscores. Choose Create. Now when you go to the home page, you see a static IP address that you can manage. Also, on your instance's management page, you'll see a blue pushpin next to your public IP address. This indicates that the IP address is now static. Static IP addresses are free while attached to a resource. You can manage up to 5 at a time. Create a new disk and attach it to your instance. On the Lightsail homepage, choose Storage. Choose Create Disk. Choose the AWS region and availability zone where your Lightsail instance is located. Choose a size. Enter a name for your disk under the following guidelines. Must be unique within each AWS region in your Lightsail account. Must contain 2 to 255 characters. Must start and end with alphanumeric character or number, and can include alphanumeric characters, numbers, periods, dashes, and underscores. Choose one of the following options to add tags to your disk. Add key-only tags or edit key-only tags if tags have already been added. Enter your new tag into the tag key text box and then press enter. Choose Save when you're done entering your tags to add them, or choose Cancel to not add them. Or create a key value tag. Then enter a key into the key text box and a value into the value text box. Choose Save when you're done entering your tags, or choose Cancel to not add them. Key value tags can only be added one at a time before saving. To add more than one key value tag, repeat the previous steps. Choose Create Disk. After a few seconds, your disk is created and you're on the new disk management page. Choose your instance from the list and then choose Attach to attach the new disk to your instance. Connect to your instance to format and mount the disk. After you create and attach your disk, go back to the Instance Management page in Lightsail. The Connect tab is displayed by default. Choose Connect using SSH to connect to your instance. Type the following command. You should see output like the following. The output of lsblk removes the /dev/ prefix from disk paths. Determine whether to create a file system on the disk. New disks are raw block devices, and you must create a file system on them before you can mount and use them. Disks that have been restored from snapshots likely have a file system on them already. If you create a new file system on top of an existing file system, the operation overwrites your data. Use the following command to list special information such as file system type. You should see the following output on a brand new disk. Use the following command to create an ext4 file system on the disk. Substitute the device name, such as /dev/xvdf, for device_name. Depending on the requirements of your application or the limitations of your operating system, you can choose a different file system type, such as ext3 or xfs. This step assumes that you're mounting an empty disk. If you're mounting a disk that already has data on it, for example, a disk that was restored from a snapshot, don't use mkfs before mounting the disk. Instead, create a mount point. You should see output like the following. Use the following command to create a mount point directory for the disk. The mount point is where the disk is located in the file system tree and where you read files from and write files to after you mount the disk. Substitute a location for mount_point such as /data. You can verify that the disk now has a file system on it by typing the following command. Instead of /dev/xvdf::data, you'll see output similar to the following. Finally, mount the disk by typing the following command. Review the file permissions of your new disk mount to ensure that your users and applications can write to the disk. Mount the disk every time you reboot your instance. You probably want to mount this disk every time you reboot your Lightsail instance. If you don't, this step is optional for you. To mount this disk on every system reboot, add an entry for the device to the /etc/fstab file. Create a backup of your /etc/fstab file that you can use if you accidentally destroy or delete this file while you're editing it. Open the /etc/fstab file using any text editor such as Vim. You need to type sudo before opening the file so that you can save changes. Add a new line to the end of the file for your disk using the following format. For example, your new line might look something like this. Save the file and exit your text editor. Now, the disk will get mounted every time you reboot your instance. You can create snapshots of your Linux Unix-based Lightsail instances. An instance snapshot is a copy of the system disk and matches the original machine configuration, memory, CPU, disk size, and data transfer rate. If you've attached block storage disks to your instance, Lightsail copies those additional disks as part of your snapshot. On the Lightsail homepage, choose the name of your instance for which you want to create a snapshot. Choose the Snapshots tab. Under the Manual Snapshots sections of the page, choose Create Snapshot, then enter a name for your snapshot. Resource names must be unique within each AWS region in your Lightsail account, must contain 2 to 255 characters, must start and end with an alphanumeric character or number, and can include alphanumeric characters, numbers, periods, dashes, and underscores. Choose Create. You can see the snapshot you just created with the status of snapshotting ... After the snapshot is finished, you can create another instance from the snapshot. For example, you may want to choose a larger size bundle than you had previously. Take 3 more snapshot backups after pausing for a few minutes in between each snapshot. Thus, we've created 4 snapshots. Delete instance, database, and disk snapshots in Amazon Lightsail if you no longer need them to avoid incurring a monthly charge. Detach and delete your disk. Stop a running instance. On the home page, choose the instance you want to stop or choose Stop from the Manage Instance menu. If you're viewing your instance from the Instance Management page, choose Stop, and then choose Confirm when prompted. To stop your instance, it must be in a running state. Once you stop your Lightsail instance, you can safely detach and delete your disk. On the home page, choose Storage. Choose the name of your attached disk to manage it. On the Disk Management page, choose Detach. After a few seconds, the disk is detached and ready to be deleted or reattached. Choose the Delete tab. Choose Delete Disk and then confirm by choosing Yes, Delete. This is a permanent operation and can't be undone. You will lose all data on the disk when you delete it. Delete an individual snapshot. On the Lightsail console, choose Snapshots tab. Find the Lightsail resource whose snapshot you want to delete and choose the right arrow to expand the list of available snapshots for that resource. Choose the Actions menu, next to the snapshot you want to delete. Choose Yes to confirm that you want to delete the snapshot. This is a permanent operation and can't be undone. You will lose all data on the snapshot when you delete it. Delete multiple snapshots. From the Lightsail homepage, choose Snapshots. Find the Lightsail resource whose snapshots you want to delete and choose the right arrow to expand the list of snapshots. Choose Delete Multiple. Choose the snapshots you want to delete and choose Delete. Choose Yes to confirm that you want to delete the snapshots. Now you have deleted all snapshots. Detach and delete the static IP address that was created and attached to your WordPress instance. From the Lightsail homepage, click on Networking. Click on the static IP address that you wish to detach. Click Detach. After the static IP is detached, click on the Delete tab. Confirm that you wish to delete the static IP. Click on Yes, Delete. You have detached and deleted the static IP that was attached to your WordPress instance. Delete your WordPress instance. From the Lightsail homepage, under the Instances tab, click on your WordPress instance. Click on the Delete tab. Click on Delete Instance. Confirm the deletion by clicking on Yes, Delete. Now you've deleted your WordPress instance. Thanks for watching! Please give a thumbs up to this video to encourage us and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Also, subscribe to this channel, AWS By Doing, and we will update you regularly with our latest and greatest offerings. Write in a comment of what you liked and how we can improve. Happy cloud computing, and we will see you again in the next episode from the AWS By Doing team.